What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kenshu Gaming. Today, we're starting a new series, MLB The Show, rebuilding the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Arizona Diamondbacks are not a great team. They're okay. They're kind of in the middle of the pack. They're 20th ranked, but toward the lower end of the middle pack. They're 20th ranked. Their contact is horrible. Power is not there. Their defense is really good, and they have speed. That's what they're best at. The pitching is 19th, not good at all. So we're just kind of go and feel out the roster and see what they have first. So their ace is Zach Gallen. That's their best player on this roster. Marte is right behind center fielder, but he is getting a little. He's still young, but he's getting up there into his prime where that 83 needs to boost up more. And that's really about it. Their closing pitcher is 36, so the back end of the bullpen needs to be figured out as well. Their youngest arm and youngest prospect is Blake Walston, a relief pitcher in the bullpen. We won't bring him up right away. We'll probably let him stay down in the minors for at least half the season. We'll see where everything goes with that. But just a little glimpse. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to put GM contracts off because we're doing a 10-year long rebuild to see where we can get the Diamondbacks. I'm hoping the goal is one World Series, but playoff contention about after 4 or 5 seasons of rebuilding. So we'll go ahead and turn GM contracts off. No legends, no forced trades, none of that. Designated hitters on, everything's good. Alright, so we'll go ahead and advance. Of course, we're going to put manual on everything because we want to control this roster top down. And we're going to go ahead and start at spring training just to see, where we can get the young players at. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the roster officially. We have Madison Bumgarner, 31, probably ending his prime years. But it doesn't mean we can't get, a couple more seasons of good quality starts out of them. We have Kelly, 32. We have Weaver, 27. Young arm still. B potential. And he actually has a good changeup, I believe. Actually, no, he doesn't. I thought he had the quirk that has a good filthy changeup. But either way, he has some good motions in his pitches going. He can work the inside with that cutter to the left-handers. Can also work the bottom of the plate very well. So Luke Weaver is probably an ideal young starter for us in the future. He's 27, but we could probably maximize his potential and get him probably to like an 82, 83 by the time he reaches 29, 30. Maybe even a little bit higher. But we'll see. Caleb Smith and Riley Smith are the rounded out pitchers for starting pitching. But my goodness, a D for potential for Riley Smith. A sinker, a slider, a curveball, and a changeup. You have 3 pitches all going downward, so that slider is going to be really something to lean on to get the right-handed pitchers out. Let's see, you have Levi Kelly. I'm not sure if that's an actual player or a generated player. Matt Peacock, C potential. JB, B potential, 23. He's actually a young arm. 2. What we're looking at right now is our A potentials. Jackson Goddard. John. Let's see. 4-seam slider change, 2-seam. He can work inside and out of the plate. That's what I'm mainly looking for, going east and west. Got a slider. 12-6 curve changeup. How? His four seamer is actually a 93. His velocity is a 66. It's not that great, but his potential is high. So we like that. Alright, so let's go our relief pitchers. Our bullpen needs... This is where we're going to struggle. After Luke Weaver down is where we're going to struggle. And then we're just going to struggle in our bullpen. So our first course of action would probably to get bullpen arms through the draft, more than likely. 36 years old, 76 overall, and he's our best bullpen arm. Or 75 overall, B potential. Matt Tabor. He can work inside and outside. He might come up too soon. Blake Wall soon. Four seamer. He can work inside outside too. Yeah, so we have two potential good bullpen arms in Matt and Blake. But after that, it kind of just stops. Soria is really old, 36, so we're going to have to look at a closing pitcher as well. We have a catcher, pretty young, Carson Kelly. I'd say that's a pretty good position we're good at, that we don't need to focus on Carson Kelly, even though the contact's not there, the power is there for left-handers. Our backup, we might think about a backup catcher. First baseman, something we really need to look at, because a 73 overall, age 30, C potential, it's not going to cut it. The power is not even all that great. So first baseman, looks like we are good with Tim for now at second base. Third baseman, Escobar is kind of like getting up there in age, so might have to look at third baseman. Shortstop is good. Left field, he's getting old, Peralta. Marte's good. He ain't moving. Let's see if we have any like prospects here in the outfield. We have Barry. I wonder if this is a excels at stealing bases. He has an 84 speed and stealing. That's actually really good. He will probably come up. I'm actually going to Josh Rojas. Send them down here and bring him up. Really? We're gonna bring him up. I will add some or remove someone from the 40-man roster. Gary Waters. So we don't really have a right field's gonna be a problem. Cole Calhoun is not the answer. His power is good on right-handed hitters. So after Barry, we really don't have anyone. I mean, Seth is there, but he's probably a couple seasons away. So outfield, right fielder is something to look at. The only thing with Barry, his hitting's not that great. His contact's really good against right-handed pitchers, but all right. So that's what we're having to work with. First baseman, third baseman, right field, and our bullpen is really what we're gonna have to deal with. We're gonna go ahead and go to contracts and go to scouts, because I want to take a look at the scouts we have. We have an 82 on pitchers, 81 on pitchers, 80 on pitchers, and 88 on pitchers. But this guy's a 90, so we like this scout. This scout's good. That's for international. We need a central. So we're actually gonna keep Julio. We're gonna get rid of Jim Weasley. We need something. There we go. That's Benedict Hudson Central. I like it. I usually like to keep 2 scouts for position players and 2 scouts for pitchers. But this is a well balanced. This was like really lucky getting Benedict Hudson exactly out of Central, a region scout that we needed. So I like the scouts. So let's see the lineups really quick. Calhoun. Marte is contact, but power against lefties. So I want him in that number 3 spot against left-handers. And then Walker against lefties has decent power, but not that great of contact. Let's see who we got to play like different positions here. Escobar can play first base, but he's not good as a left-handed hitter. Hitting off left hands, I should say. Cabrera can play first base. Remove Cabrera up in the lineup because his contact versus left-handers are really good. Do we have anyone on the bench who has good left-handed hitting? Doesn't look like it. So we're kind of stuck with Tim as our designated hitter, and he's like really terrible at left-handed hitting. It's unfortunate. We're probably gonna keep an eye out on the waiver wire. See if we can find anyone. We have Ruiz. He has to be a designated hitter for that. His overall is a 59 though. But we want to get Barry up, so we're gonna go 40-man roster really quick and see who we can just kind of. There you go. And we're getting Barry up to the main roster for spring training. There we go. Where is the training? We want to make sure the training's right here. No, Luke, we want you to get those base stats up. Pitching coach session. Pitching coach combination Tosh. Pitching coach session. Or relief pitchers. Where's Blake? We want to make sure Blake is getting the right. Blake has 55 stamina, so he can kind of be turned into a starting pitcher. But right now we're going to need that clutch up. No, we need a bullpen session for him. His control is really terrible. He's not even at 50. It's not good. And the way that we're going to be playing these games is in the style is classic mode. So like there won't be a meter or anything, and the fielding drills are classic too. So it's all based on stats. So if the right field has a poor arm, he's going to poorly throw that ball to home plate. If the center fielder, has a good arm, he's going to get it there. So it's all based on stats on how the gameplay will turn out. Pitching as well. If the control's not there, he's gonna be missing the spots. I'll choose the target locations, but doesn't mean it's gonna end up in that exact spot because of the stats. So we're here for relief pitchers. Most of this will be just bullpen sessions. So we'll just auto a lot of this. Pitching coach session. He needs bullpen. His control's not that good. Ryan Butcher. I think out of the bullpen, I want the clutch to be up, but at the same time, I want to make sure they're hitting their spots in their control. Because I think control is going to be the most important here. Especially with the way we're playing on classic mode. Double A, yeah, for these, it's fine to have pitching coach session. Get their base stats up first. Wow, this guy, who is this guy? Augustine Alvarez, his potential's a D, though. He has really good velocity, and his control's actually a 64, being a 54 overall. He actually has a really good stat line for his break velocity and control. So Augustine Alvarez might be someone we have to watch out for here. Maybe even though he has a D potential, his stats are good enough to honestly get into the major leagues just based on his control, break, and velocity. His stuff is good. I really like that. He has a sweeping curve. That can be set up way off the plate. That's interesting. All right, we'll go to the closing pitcher. Honestly, we have nothing. Our closing pitcher is going to be probably the main focus for this offseason. It's going to be closing pitcher. And then a relief pitcher and a first baseman. Those are going to be the three that we can try to just center around. Alvarez. I want to make sure I write Alvarez's name down. Just as maybe a potential starting late in the season. Arm out of the bullpen. Hitting coach session. No, we want contact drills. Weight room. I feel like doing the weight room at this point in Tim LaCastro's career is not the best. So we're just going to go batting cages and let him work on his contact. Cabrera, okay. So if speed and stuff, Cabrera is 35. So this is where kind of the auto stuff, like, it's good to go through this stuff because the auto stuff will just put ridiculous stuff to do. Like, his speed is a 14. At 35, that is not going to progress. That is a wasted training session. Perfect example. I'd say batting cages is the essential thing for Cabrera. Even maybe fielding can help out if you want more better defense. But we're lacking contact. We're just lacking hitting, period. We're like dead last almost. Josh Van Meter, 26, B potential, and can play a lot of different positions. With that many positions that he's able to play, I feel like his fielding drills need to be up. And we're going to work on that then. Base running drills? No. We're going to work on batting cages. Actually, we're going to work on weight room. You're 25, so... And you're pretty close, especially on that lefty side, to get to 60. We're going to work on the weight room. 27 weight room. Now we're going batting cages. Now, obviously, we're not going to spend a whole lot of time. I've already spent quite much time going through the drills. But I do want to get this right. Fielding on Eduardo Escobar is a must because he's only at 69. He needs fielding drills too. We're going to go ahead and do that. 68. We don't want to give away errors, like easy errors, extra base runners, and tight situations where a pitcher needs to get like one more out to get out of an inning or something, out of a jam. We don't want these errors coming up. I really highly value fielding drills. Nick is good on fielding. We'll just send him to the batting cages. Barry, we're going to work on your fielding as well in the outfield, but the arm really needs work. So since we're playing classic mode, we're going to go ahead and do the arms a lot for the outfield. The arm is really going to be essential into what we want to do. Peralta's arm is terrible. He's literally only in there for his hitting. And he's 33. And his durability is terrible. That's why it's on physical conditioning. We're gonna, at this point, Peralta's just gonna be a bat. He has to be a bat. And if he can't produce as a bat, then we have to get rid of him. Like, right away. We're going to do a combination toss for Marte as well. We want our star center fielder arm up there. Right field, Cole Calhoun, I wasn't expecting much. He's a one-trick pony in terms of his batting. So we're just going to focus on combination tosses as well. And that will be it for the training. Let's go ahead and get some sims going in spring training. Actually, I wanted to do pitching rotation really quick. We got Luke Weaver. I don't want Zach out there for long. Like, we know Zach's a star. I don't want him getting hurt or anything, so we're just gonna kind of send him down to the bullpen. We have Alex Young to start. He's 27, B potential, 68 overall. Same thing with Madison. I want these younger guys to go ahead and get starts. We'll let each of these guys have two starts in spring training. All right, let's see what we get. We got Alex Young. We lost. Zach Allen came out of the bullpen. Apparently won the game for us. Riley Smith. We are just gonna kind of just sim a lot of the spring training. And when I mean a lot, I mean like mainly all of them. And then we'll just like kind of pick up the stats here. Alright, so we're going to put in Kelly and Weaver because they haven't gotten any spring training time. Peacock as well. JB got playing time. Taylor. Widner. Okay. Wow, Alex Young has 27 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts, and a 2.67 ERA. Left-hander. That is someone that I'm going to write down right now and keep an eye on. Alex Young. He's 27. Also, Mejia. '23. Okay, so John. So we need Kelly. Kelly. There we go. Hasn't started yet. Go ahead and get him started. Then we have Peacock and Weaver. Weaver, Peacock. There we go. Let's see. Alright, so here we go. Matt Peacock gets his first start, and he wins. He went 5 innings. 1 strikeout, allowed no runs. Luke's first, and he did terrible. Well, not terrible. He allowed 2 runs, but only went 4 1/3 inning. And Merrill went 6 innings. Okay, let's just look at the stats really quick. 0.177 average for first baseman. That is not good at all. Josh only had 13 at bats, though. Can't really go off with 13 at bats. 271 for Cabrera. Third base. Escobar only had .232. Ahmed's on a cold streak going into the season, so that is not good at all. Barry's going off. 20 at-bats and a .429 average. He might just get the start at right field over Calhoun, depending how Calhoun did. Barry went off big time. He might be an opening day starter. Cole had 76. Cole had 76 at-bats with a 276 average. So I don't think that's enough to give Barry the opening day start. Peralta had 250 with 11 RBIs. Alright. So our relief pitchers 386, 394. 270 for Ryan Butcher. 257. It's not terrible. Where is... Okay. Zach did a 461 only in 13 innings. Madison did 13 innings and allowed 762. That is not good. Kelly did great after the one start. Luke did okay. Caleb did okay. Riley did okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and advance to the regular season. So we have Zach will be the ace on the mound, of course. Madison, followed by Kelly, Weaver, Caleb Smith. But I am thinking of putting Alex Young in there as the 5th starter over Caleb Smith. Maybe over Madison, because Madison had a terrible, terrible spring training. We gotta leave Madison in there. He's too good of a quality, so we're going to take Riley, Caleb Smith out, and put Alex Young in. I feel like after having a stellar spring training like that, you have to we gotta reward the player for that. The lineups, Tim be the lead off bat. I don't think I like that. I really rather have maybe Barry, because Tim has crazy speed. There's no way. Tim has crazy speed, so yeah, he has to lead off. I didn't even see that. No wonder the Diamondbacks were ranked at number 10 in speed. It's based off Tim LaCastro. Barry will be the 2nd. Well, against right-handed hitters, yeah, David would be good in that number 3 spot. Cabrera is really good at left-handers, so we have no speed on the bench except for Geraldo. I feel like this is good. Tim has to like start at the number 1 spot because of his speed. Like we want him to get on as much as he possibly can. So he's gonna have to start at the leadoff spot. Nick, and then David. No. Yeah, Barry needs to be on the bench versus left-handers. Okay. We're going to go ahead and look at transactions. Nothing noticeable in the waiver wire. Man, Chris Davis fell off so hard. Those 2015, 2016 seasons, wow. But that's unfortunate to see that. But nothing in the waiver wire to pick up on. Actually, I just want to check one more time on Wade Davis. How many holds did he have? His last recorded hold was in 2015. No. Alright. So we're going to kick off the season against Tatis Jr. and the San Diego Padres. Blake Snell will be on the mound for the Padres. And Zach will be on the mound for us. To start off the season, we will play this opening day, and then from there we will do a lot of simming. We'll probably sim out of the month until we get our scouting all going and stuff like that. That reminds me, after this game I had to set up the scouting, because we need our closing pitcher, relief pitcher, and we need a first baseman. And so we will try to, after we set up the scouting, we'll sim out of the month. But we kind of have a blueprint of what we're going to try and do, which is focus on the bullpen and lean on speed. So I'm thinking contact hitters over power hitting, get more contact hitting, and get us running around the bases. As we're here in Petco Park, San Diego, California, the beautiful San Diego, California, as the Arizona Diamondbacks come in and take on the San Diego Padres with Tatis Jr. The Padres last season, be it a COVID season, was third in the NL for ERA, 6 in saves. They are a good pitching team. And the Diamondbacks are looking to follow up on some pitching with their ace on the mound today, Zach Gallen. For it's MLB The Show, and it's next. Blake Snell. 11 starts last season, record 4-2, 3.24 ERA. His whip is 1.20. His strikeouts to walks are very good. So here we go. Nick Ahmed up first, averaging 266 last season. Blake has a 4-seamer, changeup, slider, and a curveball. Big drop as he starts it off with a ball, a changeup down low. It was a good take from Nick. As it 1-0 the count and a high strike. I'm thinking that we need to make Blake throw a lot of pitches. We want him off the mound as quickly as possible, obviously. We don't want him to get in too much of a groove. And the ump called that a ball when it was in the strike zone, high for a ball. And another ball, this is perfect. Change up outside, off the plate, way off the plate. This is perfect. He's already thrown 4 pitches, and he's already in a 3-1. I'm liking this right now. Even if we do get out here, I am gonna make him throw another pitch. I'm not gonna swing right down the middle for a fastball. And we'll see what Blake does here. He's been throwing a lot of fastballs. Let's see if he goes with a changeup. And he doesn't. He goes for a fastball and misses outside. Nick's on board with a walk. So we have some speed. Not a lot of speed, but we do have some speed on the bases. Christian Walker steps in, our first baseman. Takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. So Blake started this one off with a surefire strike right out the gate, and he misses on that one. It could have gone either way. It looks like the umpire has a tight strike zone in this game, so I'll definitely have to be wary of that when we're up and pitching. Might think about a steal here. And another ball. Okay, so the steal might be on. I think we're going to try and send the runner here. Yeah, they're going to watch out for it, so I'm not going to be able to get a big lead, but I am going to still try and see if they quick pitch. I might just hold here. No, I'm going. Oh, that is a terrible pitch to go on. He threw a high strike, and we're out at first, or out at second. Caught stealing. That is an unfortunate pitch to go on. He threw all fastballs. I thought for sure he would throw a breaking ball. And we're going to go ahead and rocket that to center field. Not enough, though. Back at the warning track. 2 outs. But Blake Snell has already thrown 11 pitches. And we're going to see if we can squeeze out 5 more pitches he can throw in this next at-bat to David Peralta. So it's lefty versus lefty here. And the ump has been calling those tight strikes for balls, but on this one he calls it for a strike. David Peralta, a 300 average last season. And that one's away off the plate. Fastball's hitting 96. What's his max speed? About 97. So he has a really good velocity fastball. We're going to have to look out for that. As that goes for a ball too. Another fastball. He's throwing a lot of fastballs right now. Yeah, he's only throwing 3 pitches that were breaking balls. I had to look out for the slider because the slider he did throw us ended up being a strike, and this is a slider potential right there. There it was, but we were able to turn on it a little bit and pop it out to the left field. That was really good recognition of pitch sequences. And just popped it over the shortstop there. Now Marte's in. We don't have speed here at first, so we're not going to really try to test on a steal. And they're even looking for it. So we're just going to go ahead and leave Peralta there at first base. And see what Marte can do. As he takes his fastball for a strike on the inside. That was a good pitch. That's a tough pitch to pitch inside like that. But that just shows the type of pitcher of Blake Snell. We're not that good. And he throws a high changeup. I'm not going to lie. I should have blasted that. That was a mistake on my part. Blake Marte's not that great for right-handed hitting. I think his contact. Oh, and he hits Marte. Oh, we'll remember that one. We will remember that one. Maybe not in this game. Maybe not the next game. Maybe not in this series. But we'll definitely remember Blake Snell hit Marte. Asdrubal Cabrera up in the box now. 243 is the average last year. Let's see what he can do for us. I'm expecting fastballs. Oh, but we turned on one. I was expecting a fastball. We got a slider. And unfortunately, we popped it out. I thought it had maybe had a chance to get over that second baseman's head. But we leave runners on. Blake Snell, not the best start. He probably got away with a lot there. Bases should have been loaded, to be honest. But Padres up. Will Myers lead off for the Padres. 288 average. On base percentage was a 959 last year. 15 home runs, 40 RBIs batted in. And we have Zach Gallen on the mound. And we'll see how it goes. And he is outside the plate for a fastball. 1-0 is the count. I really wanted him to get that first strike pitch. The catcher's calling for a curveball, but I want to establish this fastball early in the game. And Myers went around. 1-1. And he definitely went around. He tried pulling it back. Two and one. Like I said, I want to establish this fastball. Let's see if we can get another high up strike in the zone. We're at 3-1 now. Ooh, on the outside corner. Do we dare? I want to try a cutter in. And jammed him. Perfect pitch for Gallen. Popped up out in the left side foul zone. That's 1 out.
Batting second, the first baseman.
We're going to go ahead with a changeup first. Let's see if we can get a first pitch strike. And we do. Perfect. The plan is to pitch the Padres backwards. I really want to start with breaking balls for the first strike and see where it goes. We're going to do a cutter in. Perfect. Grounds out. 2 outs. Hosmer goes down in quick work. 2 pitches. Tatis Jr. now. 277 average. 17 home runs. Always a threat. I'm going to go high with the fastball. Gallen misses low though, but it ended up being a strike. I'm going to go cutter off the plate. Does not chase. Good eye. Go fastball inside. Too much inside. Alright, here we're going to drop a curveball. He's probably expecting something in the middle of the plate. And we got him. We got him. Sequence of pitching. We're going to go high. See if we can get him to chase a high fastball. No. That's too high, too high, too high. We're actually going to go with the cutter. See what happens. Oh. Let me see if the cutter can go outside the plate a little bit. Oh, we left that up high. We got away with one. But he flies out to Marte. And that is the end of the first inning. I'm liking the pitching from Zach Gallen right now. 1, 2, 3, go the Padres. Eduardo Escobar, 212 average, not that good last season. 10-year career. Let's see what Eduardo can do here. As he takes a strike at the knees. So, the umpire is giving the low strikes on the corners. He's not really giving the high ones. And another slider right down the middle of the plate. I want but Snell to at least get 30 pitches this inning. Oof. I wanted to swing on that really badly, but we held off. 1-2 is the count. He's thrown 3 fastballs. I'm thinking changeup. Oh, and the ump called the strike on the outside. So the umpire is a little bit inconsistent right now on where the strike zone is. I know he's not giving the high one, but there's been a couple times where he didn't give the outside part one either. Strike 1 for Calhoun, but that's a strikeout for Snell. Try to sneak that slider. Snell's being really aggressive right now. He is going straight into the strike zone. So maybe we're going to have to start hitting now. I'm not going to chase that one. 2 fastballs and a slider. Fastball might be coming again. Good take by Calhoun. The pace in which Snell is working right now is very fast, so we chased that one. Oof. His pace is really fast right now, so we're kind of playing into his in his wheelhouse, kind of. He got me a chase. I wasn't able to really think of what maybe, Snell was gonna do next. We're gonna take this pitch. Change up 90 on the gun. So we got him to 30. A slider. And this is the number 8 batter, so we really have to see what we can do. It'd be ideal if we can get hit and just use the pitcher for this inning. Change up low on the outside corner. Goes foul. Just early on it. Feel like he's gonna go high. Ooh, in the dirt, curveball. 2-2 right now. The count, 2 outs in the second. Oof, I wanted to swing. I wanted to swing so very badly. 3-2 is the count. Oh, he would have walked too. But that outside, the ump called us earlier on a strikeout for the outside pitch. I didn't want it being another. And that is a ball and walk. Carson Kelly on base for the Arizona Diamondbacks with the pitcher coming up. I'm not expecting anything here in this inning out of this, but you never know, you can get lucky, and maybe we can get Blake Snell to 40 pitches out of this. Maybe he'll throw a ball to Zach Allen. So I'm gonna just take right now. I want him to get worn out. And he did throw a ball. So no matter what, he is throwing 40 pitches through 2 innings. Perfect. All right. Let's see what we got here. Strikes him out. So 40 pitches, 41 pitches thrown by Blake. Well, that's good. That's where I really want that at. I want him to have a high pitch count and then start leaving stuff over the plate, especially with this slider. Manny Machado comes in. 304 average, 16 home runs, 950 OPS, 47 RBIs last season. Zach throws a low fastball. Ball 1. Another low fastball. I'm going to throw Manny a nice little change up in the zone here. Got him. Got his timing to be off. Fouled it off. Not by much though. I'm going to go with another one just right below the zone. Got him. Chasing. Now we're going to go cutter off the plate. We're working this lower corner and he almost chased that. I'd say fastball, yeah. I'm liking the fastball here. Up. Oh, and walked him. Unfortunately, Machado didn't chase that one.
The catcher, Austin.
Kind of a little bit up in the zone. We need to be careful with that. Fastball is not working for Gallen at all. Mike Fillmore is the ump. Tight strike zone doesn't give the high strike. One and two, better count here. I don't really want to go for a put away pitch right now. But we'll see what happens. And he does swing at the cutter, so he's susceptible to swinging outside. So we're going to go ahead and try a curveball to the outside. And actually it drops low to the middle part of the plate, but he still swings at it. So Zach's got his first strikeout of the season on a big hanging curveball. 12-6 curveball. Throw a cutter. There we go. Off the plate, back to the inside part of the plate. Ooh, I love it. The catcher's actually calling for a curveball right now. I actually kind of like it. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. That was a good call by the catcher. Got him swinging. The cutter inside wasn't really able to hit the spot. The ideal location was inside and high, but wasn't able to hit the spot. I'm gonna go with fastball low, see if we can get a chase. Not at all. The fastball is just not working for us. We're actually gonna go with the changeup right now. Inner part of the plate. Zach kind of misses it. I'm gonna go with the high fastball. Oof. I think it's a perfect time for another changeup, and I'm gonna go really low. I aim really low, but Zach threw it in the heart of the plate. Curve. Doesn't get the swing. Patience. Patience is being held right now by Grisham. We're going to go with cutter and see if we can get it off the plate. Oh, it was a good pitch. It was probably going to be a strikeout, and he had to swing. Good pitch. I'm going to attack O'Grady here as we get the strike here on the fastball. We need to hurry up and get this out. Another strike. I'm going to go ahead and do a curveball and see if he swings, and he does. We got the strikeout. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Gallen. He had a walk, though. His pitch count is kind of getting a little high. He did 38 pitches that inning. Well, not that inning, but altogether the first 2 innings, 38 pitches. So we're going to have to try to get a little bit less on the pitch count in the next inning. Hopefully maybe around 10. Nick is back up. Walked the first time around. Takes a strike. And I feel that Blake Snell is getting more aggressive in the zone now, so I'm going to maybe just start swinging now. I ain't chasing that one. You might get me on the high one, though. I need to watch out for that. Oof, just off the plate. It kind of hit the strike zone there. Oh, a slider inside. That was a good pitch. That was a 4th strikeout for Snell. Alright. We're going to be aggressive here. First pitch. It doesn't pan out. David Peralta. Got a single last time up. We're going to probably take this next pitch. Yeah. I thought that slider was coming. He might go back again. This time there's a changeup, but he's trying to work that outside lower part of the corner. I feel like he's going to go right down the middle. Oof. I thought that was really cutting in on the middle of the play. I was about to swing. 3-1 is the count. Top of the 3rd. Blake Snell has 50 pitches already in the game through 3. And we have another hit with Peralta. This is good already. Peralta is showing that he's got his bat going here in the beginning stages, and that's where he's going to excel at for us. We need his bat because fielding wise he does nothing for us. So let's see if we can get Marte his first hit of the season. Oof. That high strike, I am very susceptible to that. Oof, man, he's Snell, I'm telling you. His stuff sometimes can be a little overwhelming. Marte, of course, hit by the pitch by Snell in the first inning. Oh, what a... I was not expecting that. What a curveball by Snell. He's maybe only thrown that once the whole game, and he brought it out and got Marte. Wow, I am actually really shocked that that happened. I was late, was not expecting that at all. What a pitch.
For the Padres, the second baseman.
High fastball. We got the strike on it. The fastball is working a little bit now for Gallen. There we go. We can go cutter below the plate, but more on the inside. See what happens. And we got him striking out. Gallen. His 3rd strikeout of the day. And it looks like we are having a pitcher's duel. Strike 1 for Gallen on Blake Snell. I am liking this already. A cutter, and the pitcher makes contact, but our second baseman is able to pick it up. What a shot by the pitcher of all batters. Will Myers up in the box. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Leadoff man of their order on, and he is going to flare it out a little bit to the pitcher, and the pitcher's able to get it. Throw it to the first base. 1, 2, 3 go the Padres. Gallen needed that short inning for his pitch count. And we got exactly what we talked about. Lowering Gallen's pitch count this inning. So Snell back on the mound. Cabrera lined out in the first. Let's see what he can do now. We're going to start being aggressive here. And this one is out toward right field. It was a good hit by Cabrera. Unfortunately, couldn't get all of it. Okay, we're going to take a couple pitches here. For a ball. There's that curveball again. He's sneaking the curveball on us now. And they already got Musgrove in the bullpen. And that was just early. If I would have just waited just a tick later, it would have probably been blasted. Snell has 58 pitches. We're going to try to get him like 63. See what we can do here. There's a ball. That's a good way to start out. The shift is on. Maybe we can bunt over to the left side. And this might be a hit. Almost. Just didn't have the exit velocity get over to that left side. But Snell is at 59 pitches. Would like to get to that 60 mark that inning, but that's okay. Eric Hosmer up. Gallen on the mound. Continuing to work. Bottom of the fourth. As Gallen throws a fastball on the inside. Now misses with a fastball to the outside. Circle change misses as well. It's 3-0 and Gallen's in danger of walking his second batter of the game. And walks him 4 straight balls. Let's see if we can get first pitch strike. There we go. We needed that after a walk. Oof. Almost. Throw a Tatis a cutter here. And a strike on the inside. Looks like the ump's calling the inside strikes here. We might actually just go back with that one. And double play might be in order. And Tatis too fast. We did get the force at second though. We walked Manny last time. Let's start off with the strike. And runner goes. Tatis is safe. I wasn't thinking he would go on the very first pitch. Wow. Max speed 20. That was a good steal. We're going to go with cutter outside. Just able to foul it off. We're going to go a little bit off the plate more. Doesn't chase. We're going to go off the plate again. Ends up high. He actually did end up chasing that high fastball. He's not chasing on the fastball. So we're going to drop this big curveball in. Oh! And Marte is just able to get there. For a second there, the way it was going, I thought it was going to be a double. Go ahead and do a circle change. Get the strike. That was a good pitch. Even the catcher has to, has to commend Gallen's pitch right there. We're going to go with the curveball, see what we can get here. And we can get a fly out. Gallen's out of the inning. That walk did not come back to haunt him. The Padres are still not in the hit column. Carson Kelly back at the plate. First pitch swinging. Kelly actually has decent power for the left-hander. Starting with the high strikes. Is he trying to set me up for the change low? Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Where does he go from here? I think he might throw another one. The slider comes in. Has to be a fastball here. There it is. I think he's going to throw me another fastball. But if he leaves the slider up over the plate, that's what I thought. I was thinking there might have been a small chance of a slider, and then when I thought that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to commit to a slider. I thought maybe he'd hang it. This might be Snell's last inning, though. Fouled that off. Snell's already probably going to reach almost 70 pitches here in this inning. There it is. Nick back in. He's 0 for 1. He has a walk. Snell is throwing high strikes right now, all consistently. Slider, that should have been a strike. Yeah, Snell has a few choice words for the umpire there. So the umpire gives him a strike on the inside corner. Slider on the inside misses. Looking for him to hang something. He has to go middle of the plate. Yep. I don't think that's gone. That's just out to a good pop out to the outfield. So if Blake stays in for the next inning, we're definitely getting a run. 100%. As Gallen comes in, Gallen's at 60 pitches. His energy is still good.
The center fielder, Richard.
Alright, Zach's starting to hang some of his pitches, so we're going to have to be careful here. We're going to go curveball, make sure it's down. And we got the strikeout. Let's see if we can get the out there at first, and we do. 1 out away. Zach is rolling. O'Grady struck out last time to a curveball on the outer plate. We're going to go ahead and try to attack him once again with the fastball. He might be first pitch swinging though, but he doesn't. He takes it. Oh, 0-2 again. Instead of the curve, we're going to go the changeup down and see if we can get him to chase it. Nope. He was probably expecting it. I'm going to go cutter inside, see if we can jam him. We need the out here. We need a put away pitch. Kind of losing him. Just throw one over the plate. There we go. We did way too many pitches for him. It should have been 4 max.
The second baseman,
Number 8 in the box. See, we got him out with the cutter last time. Let's start him out with the cut. Oof, where did that miss? Oh, a fastball right down the plate. And that is gone. 1-0 Padres. After going mostly half the game without allowing a hit, he allows a home run. Gallen gives up the homer. 1-0 Padres. That fastball is right down the middle. I wasn't expecting a power from the number 8 spot, but I was just proven very wrong. Unfortunate. There was only 2 outs. And then he homers. That's unfortunate. So Blake Snell is still on the mound, and now we have to try our hardest to just attack. Don't know where that ended up being a strike. That is unfortunate. Very inconsistent umpire right now. And we hit it and we lined it out to third. This is looking like trouble right now. Peralta's been our offense all day, getting singles. Let's see if he can do it again. He takes an inside strike. Ball. 1-1's the count. Snell is kind of takes another fastball. Snell is kind of rolling right now. It seems like he's gotten better. And I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. 8th strikeout for Snell. Alright, Marte. Let's see what you got. Lines it out to shortstop. Early on the changeup, and Snell has gotten through 6, and his pitch count is high. He barely has any energy. We have to capitalize on this, or else it's going to be a 1-0 game. Kind of just following the catcher right now. He's calling a good game right now. I like the spots that he's setting up on. The cutter away. I like that a lot. Grounds out. First out. The offense has to, come up and do something for Gallen. I don't want to turn it over to my bullpen. We're going to see if we can get Gallen at least 8 innings here. High strike, he didn't get in the chase. Throwing a lot of fastballs right now. That almost could have been really bad. I'm actually going to go from what the catcher said. He wanted a fastball away. We're going to give him a curveball away. And he almost swung. Got him to swing on the changeup. We really need this out. We're not going to get to 8 innings. I really wanted to. We might be able to get him on 7. As the second baseman reaches out for the ball, able to pick it up and get the out at first. 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. 83 pitches for Zach Gallen. Fernando Tatis Jr. steps into the batter's box. 0 for 2 today, but can he make this a 2-0 game with 1 swing of the bat? Gallen throws a ball to the outside. 1-0 is the count. The catcher puts down the sign. Gallen in the windup. The pitch and a curveball hits below the belt for a ball. Tatis is a dangerous hitter. We cannot leave something over the plate, and he misses again. Gallen, the count is now 3-0, in danger of walking Tatis Jr., and he has the speed, as we've seen in a couple innings ago, stealing the bases, and that is safe, and they're gonna walk him. Tatis did not swing the first base ump said, and Tatis is on base with. We need to warm up someone. We have right-handers and a left-hander. We're gonna get Davinsky up. Because this has taken a little bit of turn for the worse. We did get the changeup in there. That's good. We have to look out for Tatis now for stealing. And he did take a little lead off. We're going to throw over. And we almost got him. Have to keep him honest over there at first. And we're going to have to probably quick pitch. This is good. He can't run now. And popped him up. 2 outs. We're going to get out of the inning safe, but our bats need to go ahead and come up in this next inning to at least tie it up. The heart, I wouldn't say the heart, but we need to get 5, 6, and 7 going. And that is not the way to get it going. Oh, man. This isn't good. I can already kind of feel that I'm about to get shut out right now. Just need one good pitch. It's not gonna do it. And I'm hitting the ball good, it's just not dropping. Okay. I'm getting a little antsy here. There we go, but I think that's going to be an out. Yep. So we're getting good contact. It's just not dropping. It's not dropping. We're going to go ahead with the changeup. We've been throwing that pitch all day for strikes. I think that's something that we're just going to have to rely on, is our changeup right now. And go with the cutter outside. Oh, and the ump calls in our favor for the first time with the strikeout. Gallen with his 5th. Gallen's pitching a gem. Although that mistake a couple innings ago to the eighth spot hitter that he got the home run off of us. Gallen, other than that, is just pitching a gem. And it's unfortunate the offense is not picking him up right now. Ground out. Good pitch. Good defense. 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Gallen's last inning. We're going to bring in our setup pitcher. He drops a curveball that misses. I'd like to face that 8-hitter again. Maybe I'll let Gallen face that 8-hitter again to see if he can just strike him out and get a little bit of revenge on that homer, but I'm going to do a cut inside. Did not chase. We have to get him out if we want to face that 8-hitter in the next inning. We need to get him out right now on this next pitch with the circle change. Keeps fouling it. This isn't good. Leaves one up. Yeah. He's going to get in with the double. We have to bring in our pitcher now. I wanted to get greedy. We can't even face the 8-hole hitter now like this. Not in this type of situation. We're going to go ahead and bring in Davinsky. That's unfortunate. Throws a changeup, misses. So Davinsky has a slider, changeup, and 4-seamer. Only 3 pitches out of the pen. As a fastball hits at the knees. As it throws a 97 fastball. His breaking stuff is pretty good. His sliders probably has the most break on his pitches. As he's able to get out of this inning. Pops him up in left field. We had to bring in the pitcher there out of the bullpen because I felt that 2-0 is an automatic win if Gallen allowed another run. So we have to right now. I feel like the only way we're going to be able to win this as the Padres make a change right now. And we will also be making a change as we warm up our setup pitcher here, Clippard. And we will be making a change on the hitting next up. Don't know who. It's a left-hander in for Blake Snell. Pomeranz. He's got a 4-seam knuckle, 2-seam cutter. So the only breaking ball he has is a knuckle. Here comes the pitch. There's the knuckle curve right there. Just a tiny bit early on it. Get through, and it does. We start off the inning with a single. This is good for us. We really needed that. Really needed that. We're facing a left-handed pitcher. And we don't really have left-handed hitting. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Barry in.
Waldo.
And he rockets this one to center field, but it is going to be one out. It was actually a good little pitch to go ahead and try ambush on, but that's unfortunate. It's been that way all day. Let's see what Nick can do. And he grounds out into a double play, it looks like. Yes. That is really just unfortunate. Alright, Tyler. 36 years old. Tyler is still out here pitching. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get this hold. One and two is the count. We're gonna go with the splitter. Does not chase at the splitter. Nice little break to his splitter. I'm gonna do it again. It's not even thinking about it. And a curveball gets him. Big curveball. Strikes him out. Two-seamer coming up. We're going to try to hit the outer part of the plate with the two-seamer. It kind of ends up in the middle. And try it again. More to the outside. There's the pitch I was wanting. I just had to find it. Excellent. We're going to throw him a curveball. Throw him a changeup down in the dirt. And give him a two-seamer off the plate. Too much off the plate. We'll run back on the inside with the two-seamer. Don't want to give up the homer. If we walk him, we walk him. I think we're going to give him a split in the zone. Well, I will just let that one be self-explanatory. That was 100% in the zone. We're going to go with the changeup. The ump behind the play is known for not giving the high strikes, and there was a perfect example as the split hits below the knees for Tatis Jr. Two-seamer on the inside, see if we can get anything. We do get the strike. That was an excellent pitch by Tyler. Wow. We're going to just go with the straight fastball on the outside, see if we can get him chase, and nothing's happening. We're going to go with the curveball. Gets him. Looking. Strikes out Tatis Jr. The ninth is coming up, and the closer for the Padres is coming up to face the heart of the order. Here we go. This is it. The heart of the order. We're just going to get an arm up just in case. Heart of the order is up. And let's see. He's got a four-seam. Curve, change, two-seam. Two fastballs, two breaking balls. Breaking balls dip all the way down. And first pitch is a ball. Might just do one over the heart of the plate right now, but I'm going to take my time with this. As I say that, I hit and pop up because I really like that high strike, but not working again. Blake Snell went 7 innings pitched with 8 strikeouts. Only 2 hits allowed. David Peralta has 2 singles in the game. That almost looked like a 2-seam, how it split off the plate there. Oh my goodness. So it all comes down to Marte. Can he get something going for Arizona, or is this going to be a 1-0 shutout for the San Diego Padres? And a curveball high. Goes foul. And Marte out to left field, and this game is over. The Padres win 1-0. What a performance by Blake Snell. What a performance by Zach Gallen, by both pitchers today. But Snell gets the W off of a big mistake by Gallen in the 5th. And that's just unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Our bats did not come through at all. We only got 2-3 hits in this game.
The final line score for this afternoon.
So our hitting is something to be concerned about going forward. Gallen did a wonderful job. Unfortunately, he did get the loss. He did have 3 walks, though. That's something that he needs to work on. It could have been worse for Gallen with those 3 walks. Alright, so San Diego wins the first game. We're going to go ahead and sim the series. And we walk away 1-3, only being able to pull out 1 win, which was a 3-1. Marte hit a double, and Ahmed and Escobar both hit home runs. The pitching was really good. Kelly went 7 innings, earned only 1 run, had 4 walks though, so our defense was really good. The offense was the big story. Our most runs we scored in this series was 4, and we still lost. It looks like Soria blew a save. Is what it looks like. Yeah. Soria blew a save. That's really unfortunate. We could have had another W. We could have split the series, but our closing pitcher blew the save. So we go in with the Rockies. Alex Young is on the mound. And I forgot to do the scouting, so now we're going to be 5 days a little late here. We really want a first baseman. So I'm going to just put power. We want the first baseman to have power, so we're going to just put power and contact right here. This one would be for pitchers. We need a right-hander with some command, West. This one is also for pitchers. We'll do a left-hander. Let's do some movement for him. And then we'll do outfield. And outfield, I really want speed and contact. This is an interesting one because I really want speed, but we have speed with Tim, and we have speed at shortstop. One of our outfielders has really good speed. Because fielding's going to be essential in the outfield. So I'm thinking contact and fielding, especially since we need contact. So we're going to do contact and fielding. Well, looking right off the bat, we have a blue chip prospect right here in Brian Hernandez. We have a lot of blue chip prospects here for starting pitching. Most notably, Matt Lopez and Tom Ramirez from the Dominican Republic. Woo, that velocity. It's a 96 for his fastball. Tom Ramirez has a 5-pitch repertoire with a lot of movement everywhere. You got running fastball, you got 4-seamer, a changeup, slider, and a sinker. There's a lot of movement in his game, and his break is only a 60 or a 55 though. His potential could be a 70 though on his break. The velocity right now is a 65. He has more velocity. His control's not that good. And on pitches like that, on the pitch repertoire that he has, I don't think velocity is going to be a huge thing for him with those type of pitches. I'd rather him have more break on that than velocity. Where's the other prospects? We got shortstop, international, from Japan. Good speed. Very speedy. His fielding's not that good. His max fielding is going to be about 60. And his arm is not that good for a shortstop. The only real potential here he has is his base running skills. He is a lefty contact hitter, though. And we do need contact hitting in the left-handed department. I'm actually going to go ahead and note his name down. Hitaki. And Matt Lopez. Maybe just some prospects to maybe look at if they're there in the draft. We do have a center field blue chip, but he's not designated until 2025. I mean, which is fine. We're in this for the long haul anyways. Contact hitter. Good fielding. Excellent arm. So he's from Puerto Rico. Derek Purvis. I'm actually going to write him down too. I know we have Marte in the center field, but we can easily move him to left field or right field if need be. Or move Marte to left field or right field if need be. Okay, so Alex Young takes the mound. We're actually going to just sim this one. And he doesn't pick up the win, but we do get the win. So now we're 2-3. We're in the series with the Rockies. And we hit 7 on the scoreboard. We actually were losing all the way up until the 9th inning, and we exploded and won in the 9th. So they blew a save. So let's see what Young allowed. Young allowed 3 earned runs and only went 4 innings. That's really, honestly, not great. He allowed a run each of the innings. Our bats came through though in the 9th. Maybe that's the jump we need. As soon as I say that, we end up losing, and Gallen, after praising him in the first opening day, allows way too many runners. 7-0. We couldn't get the bats going. Why is it every time Gallen's on the mound? I hope this is not going to be a trend. Gallen's on the mound and he does not get run support. And Gallen only went 2 innings and allowed 6. It's unfortunate. As we lose the series against the Colorado Rockies, we only got 2 wins so far on this young season as we head to the AL and face the Cincinnati Reds. We lose the first game, our bats are going to be a problem. We actually just scored 9 runs. And we actually take the series against the Reds, scoring 9 and then scoring 8. So our bats are maybe starting to come alive a bit here. As we see Castro hit a double, Walker hit a home run. RBIs, Castro scored 3, probably off that double. Weaver ended up helping as well. Calhoun and Weaver both had errors. Weaver went 4 innings and allowed 2. They're not really going that long. It's not good. My starting pitching is not going that long. Our bullpen, which is our weakest part of our roster, is coming in and try to save, and that's not a strength for us. We cannot be doing that. We get back-to-back wins. We won one against Oakland, but then we lose right after. Go ahead and check our scouting here. So we're getting more people here. Let's see, closing pitchers. Edmund Dorward. We're going to have to write him down. He has a 4-seam slider, changeup, sinker. His velocity is really good. And as a closer, sometimes we've seen that velocity can get outs in terms of like closing the game. That heat coming out of the bullpen. It's like we have some good pitchers here as well. Edgar Hernandez from New York. He actually might be someone that we take early as well. But we still have to scout him and see where he's at. This could be like false stats. So I will just put his name into the need a scout list. But we'll sim another week here. Like I said, we'll get out of the month as we face Washington, and we're only able to pick up 1, picking up our highest score of the season, 14. Weaver won that one. He allowed 4 though. We lost a close one. Soria blew another save. Soria blew 2 saves. Okay. We're going to go to a transaction and see what's going on here. Nothing too much, but we're really having a problem with Soria. He's already blew 3 saves in the first month. And we're not even out of the first month yet. In 8 games, he's threw 3 saves. Blue, 3 saves. His overall has already gone down. He started the season as an 81. He's already a 79. And we really don't... Tyler's overall went down too already. Blake Walston doesn't start playing. We're going to actually move him to AAA. He's a top prospect. He shouldn't be in AA. We need Blake Walston to really just shine for the next like month and a half, and maybe we'll just make him into a closing pitcher. Or move one of our top relief pitchers into the closing role because Soria is a problem. We'll go ahead and sim the Reds series. We'll keep him active. Luke Weaver just sustained an elbow injury. He'll be out for max 2 weeks. So now we're going to have to go to our pitching rotation. Madison Bumgarner is doing terrible, so we're going to put in Caleb Smith. Kelly's doing really good. Zach's kind of struggling, but he's still keeping it below 4 for ERA. So we're going to play this one. We're going to play the Atlanta Braves. First, I just want to check on my lineup here. Steven Vogt has a 256 average. He's on fire right now. Carson Kelly only has a 190, but we really have Kelly in there just for defensive reasons. Not really because of his bat. Christian Walker, 169. These averages are just abysmal. 309 for Tim. 375. We're going to move... I think we're going to move Cabrera first. So he can just start playing every day. We need to get a hold on this right now. And we're going to send down Christian Walker to AAA. And bring up someone. Who shall we bring up? I want him in AA. He's 18 with C potential. Bring this guy down back to single A. But we still need a... Man, David Peralta is doing bad. 172 to start the season. Ahmed's doing bad. We just might give Geraldo some more playing time here. Marte's a 246. He's not doing great. The bats are just suffering right now. Honestly, just suffering. We might bring up Pavin Smith. He has 48 bats with a 313 average. We're going to go ahead and bring him up. Christian Walker, honestly, just I cannot believe how bad he is right now. So we're going to go to the lineups. Insert Cabrera into the lineup for first base. Actually, he's really bad against right-handers, so we might just put in Pavin Smith. We are, because his context for right hand is way better. And then we'll go ahead and put Cabrera at first and put Josh at second. What does Barry hit on center field, right field? I still want Tim in. He can play shortstop. Give Nick a fucking break here. Scouting. Look at our scouting really quick. Looks like we need to start scouting some players. Let's see. Forgot what Hudson had. He had infield, right? Yeah. An 80 overall? There is no way. We're going to go ahead and scout this first baseman, but I really doubt he's an 80 overall. He has C potential. His contact and power are off the chains. We're definitely going to scout him. That is crazy. I rarely see an 80 overall projection. This was pitching. So we want to get Edmund scouted. He's from the East. I do want to reiterate something. When you send a scout who's from the East region and you send him to scout someone from the East, they're going to come back way faster. It's going to take maybe 3 days to scout this person. So always try to keep international with international, East. Like, always try to keep the same regions of scouts scouting the same regions of players. Because everything's just going to come back way faster. This guy was an outfielder. 75. I'm going to scout this left fielder. From Mexico. Really good speed. Fielding's good. Man, this is turning out to be really good so far on like our first little scouting right now. So we'll put some of the Rosario of who we scout. Dorward, we already have Dorward written down. And then we have Valenzuela, left fielder. Just want to make sure I keep track of everything. And for me, writing stuff down like that usually helps a lot. So, with that being said, let's get into it with Alex Young on the mound. Alex Young on the mound starting. Starting at the Braves. Let's check this down. Pavin Smith is starting as well. Stephen Vogt is in. Let's see what happens. We are 5th in stolen bases, so base running's good. On base percentage is dead last in the league. So we are not getting on base at all. And we're middle of the pack in strikeouts and home runs allowed. So it's not an ideal start right now. We're struggling. We're 7-12. The Braves are 11-7. There's the lineup for us. And let's get into this one. Arizona visiting the Atlanta Braves. Arizona Diamondbacks come in 7-12, struggling to get the offense going. The Braves are rolling 11-7. Let's get to it. On the mound for the Braves today is Ian Anderson with a low 2.33 ERA, and the Diamondbacks are trying to change that. He does walk a lot of batters, I see. He has 10 walks, only 17 strikeouts, so the ratio is not good for that. So maybe we should be a little bit more patient. Tim LaCastro comes in with an 8-game hitting streak here today. As a ball for the first pitch, low. Tim has a 300 average right now. As he flies this one to the shortstop. And that is the first out of the day. Nick comes in, batting average below the Mendoza line. 154. Starks him out with a strike.
Nope, that's a ball.
1-1 is the count. Very late on that. Struck him out. Peralta comes in 172. He started off so strong in that opening day, and he's just fell. And this is lined, not lined, but flied out to left field. So just like that, we go down 1, 2, 3. The bats are just not, they're not clicking. As Alex Young comes in with the 3.86 ERA. He has 13 strikeouts to 4 walks. Good ratio. I like it. He's allowed 17 hits, though. It's a little bit of a problem.
Leading up for the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Flied out to left field. Good start. First pitch, first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Abraham Almonte.
Cutter misses low. Good curveball. Inner half. I like Young's pitching right now. I like where the control's at. He's not really missing on his breaking stuff. Good changeup. I'm gonna try it for a sinker. Down and in. It's good control, exactly where I wanted it. Cutter up. Gets an easy fly out to left field.
Batting third, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Oh, and a cut. Hit to center field. Marte is able to track it down. That could have ended very, very badly if he would have got more of that barrel. Almost. Good pop in the bat. Marte's up in the box. See what we can get going with him. And it looks like this is going to drop for a single. The left fielder tries to dive for it, but just off his glove. That was actually lucky that the left fielder was able to keep that in front of him. That could have easily been a double if that got past him. Marte is on. Pavin Smith, his first at-bat this season, takes a ball. He has good contact with right-handed hitting. Why he's in the lineup today. Christian Walker, sit down to AAA. Just wasn't cutting it. Fouls it off. Change up right down the middle. That's something that I want to see him hit. And instead, he flies out to shortstop. Cole Calhoun now in the box. 177. This Diamondbacks average as a whole. It just seems like everyone that steps up is in the average of the hundreds. 1-1's account after the high fastball. Home plate ump is Jerry Hillsdale. And a strike. Curveball well below the knees, and Cole goes fishing. That could have easily gone either way. The ump's calling it as a ball. And a strikeout on the changeup. Calhoun gets fooled. It's a ball. Thinking fastball up here. Interesting choice to go to second. That could have maybe been really safe at second, but he chose to go to second and it ended up as an out. Very risky. Acuna Jr. steps in.
The center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Ooh. That changeup. A little high, but it works out. Fastball on the inside of the plate. Good pitch by Alex Young. This young pitcher is actually doing some work. Cutter tries to jam him. Flies out to left field. It seems like everything's been out in left field today. They're pulling the ball to left field.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Acuna.
And that gets in for a base hit. Slides in between the shortstop and third baseman. Just squeaks by.
The catcher,
Doesn't really have a threat for a steal here. Curveball misses low. Curveball hits high up in the zone. Gotta be careful with that. I don't think we have time for a double play here. We get it, the out at first. Right back to the pitcher. High curveball for a strike. He doesn't have a lot of control on his curve. He's missing terribly from where I actually want it. And this will be safe. So runner advances to third after the wild pitch. Changeup misses terribly. First inning he was coming out really good with his control. Now it's just lost here. As this is hit high, deep, and it is foul. Wow. Young needs to be careful here against Dansby Swanson, and he is walked. So runners at the corners now.
baseman, Johan Parker.
Trying to get a ground ball with the sinker right now. And that gets through, and the runner will end up scoring. Atlanta leads in the bottom of the second, 1-0. Runners still on first and second, though. That's unfortunate. The pitcher was up next. And this will be flied out, and just like that with 2 outs, the runner scores again. Atlanta's on the board, 1-0.
Leading off for Arizona, the catcher, Steven Rose.
That's a ball, changeup. He's throwing a lot of changeups right now. Fastball, changeup combination. Fastball on the inside, part of the plate. The count's 2-2. Oh, and gets him looking. Strike at the knees. Strikeout.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 49, Alex Young.
And the pitcher picks up a hit. Squeeze the ball on the inside of the foul line.
The second baseman, Tim McCaskill.
Strike on the outer half. The pitcher actually has some decent speed, 41. Wow, what a great pitch. A changeup on that outer part of the strike zone on the corner. That was an unbelievable pitch. And again, working that corner. Wow. Fourth strikeout for Anderson.
Now batting, shortstop, Nick Arnold.
Just missed it. My timing's actually really bad right now. Very late again on the fastball. I need to speed up my timing. That's still late. It was a little bit better, but it was late. Full count, 3-2 now. David Peralta on deck. Trying not to get blown by the fastball right now. Well, we flied out to right, but the timing was a little bit better on that pitch.
Leading up for the Braves, the second baseman, Ozzie
Cutter misses high.
Albies.
Young is just kind of missing his pitches right now. 3-0 now. We just need to do a fastball over the plate. Sinker lines them out to the shortstop.
Now batting.
It's 1 out in the third. Pitching needs to improve here. We need to rely on our pitching. Our starting pitching anyways. We know the bullpen's not that great. People need to shine in the starting pitching. And unfortunately, a misplay by me. It's actually going to go as an error, but Ahmed, for whatever reason, did not throw the ball. That's unfortunate. But we'll get this out right here.
The center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna.
That's a good strike right there. The fastball seems to be working. We're going to start throwing more sinkers and fastballs here. The cut isn't working. I was mainly using that in the beginning. We're going to go ahead and throw the sinker. And we actually end up getting them. And I throw to the wrong base. And everyone is safe. So now there is 2 errors in the game here. And this could get out of hand. And this is rocketed off the wall. And this is going to score. It's going to clear the bases. It's now 3-0 Atlanta. 2 errors in this inning made that happen right now. We should have been out of the inning. That is just really unfortunate. Wow. Pops up on the first base side. End of the third. Atlanta scores 3-0. They capitalize on 2 errors. That's really unfortunate. David Peralta in, and it's already 3-0, and this could get out of hand early. As a strike for the first pitch. Another strike. Oh man. This is not good right now. Chases in the dirt. There's a curveball. Marte in now. And this is driven out to left field, and it's going to go over the wall. No, it stays in the ballpark, but it will end up as a double for Marte, his 3rd of the season. And we'll see if Pavin Smith can bring home Martin. Or Martell. I don't know why I keep calling him Martin. It's Martell. Pavin Smith takes a high ball, fastball for a ball. Outside for a ball on the changeup. So starting this sequence of pitches exactly like he was started last time up. Now he's going to I think he's going to throw him a strike here in the middle of the plate. Yep, there it is. But up the middle, Smith is safe at first. That's a base hit and runners at the corners. For the Diamondbacks, can Cole Calhoun come in clutch here for this Diamondbacks team? And he hits it up the middle, and it is going to be a double play. No one scores. Arizona struggles continue. Wow. The struggles continue for Arizona. We need bats. We need clutch batting. This is going to be, I feel like, a very long season. Very long season as we're just able to get there.
The batter, the third baseman.
Wow, what a rocket from Swanson.
Parker.
1 for 1 for Johan Camargo. Single and RBI. Last time up to break open the score line. But it is the bottom of the fourth. 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. And chops it over to third base. And the third baseman runs over and gets it to first for the second out in the bottom of the fourth. Atlanta leads 3-0. Young needs to get this surefire out with the pitcher at bat. And it is not surefire at all. Commentators curse as they're trying to go to second, and he out. He is out at second base, trying to turn it into a double. The pitcher trying to turn this into a double, and he is out at second. That's exactly what the Diamondbacks needed to get out of that inning. 1, 2, 3.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman,
And Escobar is up.
Eduardo.
And I'm really looking for first pitches right now, because it just seems like he's being aggressive. And it looks like they have the shift on to the right. And that is hammered out to center field at the warning track, and it is going to be an out. Man, I have not homered with this team yet. I haven't even scored with this team yet. A run cannot get across the bases as a curveball comes in. I believe that's going to be in time for an out. Hits it sharply to the first baseman, able to just get the out after the mishandling of the ball, diving for it. Alex Young, 1 for 1. As he makes good contact, but it rolls to the shortstop. And this game is still 3-0. This is probably going to be Alex's last inning. Yeah. We're going to start warming people up right now as that goes yard. 4-0 Atlanta. Ozzy Albiles. Not exactly sure how to pronounce that. But Ozzy hits a home run. It's 4-0 Atlanta, and Atlanta's cruising at this point. All of our pitchers have like already stamina used here. Warm up Lopez. Probably get him ready to face Acuna. Young earned 4 runs today. It's not a good outing. And with our bats just not doing anything. Honestly, I'm not exactly sure how we're going to come back in this one.
Inside ball 3.
As the singles hit up the middle, we need that pitcher to hurry up and get ready at this point.
Now back. Ready. 3 men.
A strike on the inside. And throws off the bag, and another error for this Diamondbacks team. Unbelievable.
Ball, that's down.
I'm really disappointed with how bad this team is. And oh my goodness. And Acuna is going to clear the bases for this one. Wow. Martello tried for the dive and the catch, but wasn't able to get there. We had to put in Lopez to try to get out of this. The fastball heads foul. Atlanta is just pouring it on at this point. It's 5-0. We just kind of have to just, get out of the inning. Think about getting our bats up. Trying to get hits. No one runs on the wild pitch here. We're going to go with the slider and just try to get him to chase. And, wow. To rub salt in the wounds, the ump doesn't give us that clear strike out. Everything is just not going right for us right now. And this is going to clear the bases. As Cole Calhoun can't grab the ball, it's going to go to the wall. It's 7-0 Atlanta. And they have exploded here with 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Wow. No outs have yet to be recorded. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is gone. 9-0 Atlanta. Wow.
The batter, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
I'm honestly speechless at this point, as we are going to get our first out. We had an error. We had terrible pitching. That all led to this 6-run inning by the Atlanta Braves. This will also be an out and get our second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher.
If we don't get a hit, or at least a run in the next inning, we're probably going to end up sending the rest of this game. That is just unfortunate.
Leading off for the Diamondbacks.
LaCastro's in. He has an 8-game hitting streak. Let's see if he can keep it going here. He has 21 hits on the Diamondbacks. That's first on the team, as he takes a strike for a takes a strike at the knees, and he swings that one high in the zone. English appears to be hard for me right now, as the Diamondbacks is hard to make contact for them, as it is a strikeout for Tim LaCastro. Wow.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Nick Arnold.
High but foul. Nick has 12 hits on the Diamondbacks, and that's good for third. As this is rocketed out to right field, but the right fielder is there to pick up the out.
Up next for the Diamondbacks,
David Peralta in,
David.
and a disappointing early season so far for him. Not doing much of anything, but this might be a hit. No, just foul. We need bats in our lineup. It's not going to be, we cannot sustain these close margins. Like 1-0s, 2-0s, and stuff like that. We're not built for that. This team doesn't have pitching like that. And the team can barely itch out to 1 or 2 runs as Peralta hits that into the gap between second base and first base for a single. Marte is in. Man, I cannot remember his last name for the life of me. I've been saying Marte. I've been getting it all mixed up. And I apologize for any Diamondback fans out there. I keep missing his name. But Marte hits one out to center field. This one will be popped up and out. As the season goes on, I'll remember his name, no problem. But we are going to sim the rest of this one. And just let this be, as we did not get a hit at all, or a run at all, I should say. Really bad. We're gonna sim the rest of this of the month. We might end up just simming all the way until the draft, but still just focus on scouting. It's probably what we'll do right now. Because I see in this first year, there is really just not much of anything going in terms of having hope for anything or getting anywhere. As we're still scouting there. We'll play the San Diego series really quick. And the scouting should be done. So we got, I didn't think so. So Edgar Rosario, definitely a bust. That was the first baseman that was listed as an 80 overall. There was no way. So we'll cross him. We'll scratch him for now. That's like a later round pick. 65, maybe not even a later round pick, because you still want C's for potential. Edmund Dorward, definitely everything we expected. 65 overall. Someone that could probably be up in the majors by 2023. And the left fielder, Luis Valenzuela. 70 potential. Something for a later round pick. I'll just mark him as maybe a late round. Like the 4th or 5th. See, we have Central Region. 80 potential on Kiki Ramirez from Alabama. We'll go ahead and scout him. West Region for pitchers. 80 potential on James Downing from Montana. Good velocity and good break. Control's not good. We'll go ahead and scout him though. We have another potential closer in JJ Jenkins. Now, we don't have to use these closers for actual closing. We can use them as setup pitchers in the back end of our bullpen as well. But he's from the West. We'll let the West Region scout go ahead and take care of him. Let's start scouting Do we have anything for relief pitchers? Yes, we do. Jeffrey Casilla. Go ahead and scout him. 80 potential. Position players. Don't really have a lot here. Steve Harrington from Cuba. Go ahead and scout him. As we continue to sim, we're on a 2-game win streak, 3-game win streak, 4-game win streak. So we sweep our first sweep of the season. We sweep the Rockies in convincing fashion. 8-3. The bats came alive. 8-3, 2-0. Pitching was good there. 3-1, and then 6-1 to end the series. So Kiki Ramirez is someone to look out for. Has 80 potential. This could be like a 3rd rounder. Just writing that down really quick. Let's check out some of our other. We said 3rd baseman as well, so we'll go ahead and Jason McBeth. Let's look at our 2nd baseman, Chad Burke. Fielding's okay. Power. He's mostly a power hitter. We're going to go ahead and do another infield here. This time we're going to do contact and we'll actually do speed and contact. Really? So what we'll do, we'll come down here to the international one and do infield here, do speed and contact. We'll go ahead and scout Chad Burke. And we'll sim this Mets series, and then we'll go look at the batting averages, because it had to go up with this win streak here. So Zach Gallen, much better. My goodness, 2.40 ERA. Madison's not cold anymore, but he's still kind of struggling, 5.32. Kelly is just on fire with this 1.71 ERA. Wow. Unbelievable. Caleb Smith, 234. Do want to look at Alex Young. Oof. Blake has had 10 innings with a 5 ERA. Not a good start for him. He's going to be in the minors for almost all of the years. All of this year, I mean. He might come up September call-ups. But Clifford is actually doing a really good job out of the pen. 1.29. Soria has come on with a 1.88 ERA. So he's only blown 1 save since the last time we took a look at him. And he's gained double his saves. He's gained 6 saves since then because he had 5 last time we looked at him. His last big season was literally 2010, where he had over 30 saves. Was he hurt during this time? No, he pitched 60 innings for Toronto. He was in Oakland last year, only pitched 22 innings. The bats. I forgot about the bats. Let's see. Cabrera's at 270 average with 37 at bats. Walker is doing better. Smith is not. He's on a cold streak. Tim's still at that 302 average with 17 steals already. My goodness. 180 for Escobar. Third base. David Peralta is now heating up. That's good. Marte's at 276. Calhoun's at 180. 44 at bats for Barry. 318 average. Seth Beer, someone to look at. He was a 71. He still is a 71. He's got B potential. He might be called up. And Calhoun is going to be sitting down. We need to add him to the 40-man, and I need to take someone off. I'm going to move Barry to right field. There we go. Now we're kind of on a little bit of a win streak here. Alright. More scouting. Central. Got some things for international, definitely. We're going to start scouting that right now. Edgar Hernandez. So we're definitely winning more in the month of May. Kind of just starting to heat up a bit. There's a big game with the Dodgers. And we only get away with one. And then we start Colorado right away. Check our scouting, should be done. See, we have an international pitcher, West region, there you go. I'm going to start scouting relief pitchers because that's what we're really needing here. I need to focus more on scouting. I've let a couple days get by here. Should be good enough. Yeah. You need to focus on relief. I want to send everyone just to scout relief right now. International. I might have 2 people, like 3 people scout this center fielder. Because I know we only have like a 2 days left. There we go. Alright, so we're going to get the 5th pick. And Derek Purvis goes first. I know we were trying to cover him and Matt Lopez. So Matt Lopez is gone. And Derek Purvis is gone to begin this draft. So the blue chips that are left is shortstop Hitaki. For the blue chip players that we were looking at. So we're going to go ahead and just look at the stuff here that we scouted. We have some blue chips in starting. We have a blue chip catcher. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to be hard. He can play third base as well. This is hard right now because of the fact catchers are so hard to come by. And we have one in Jeff Dell right here. The power's there. It kind of goes against what I wanted to originally do, which was go contact hitting. But he's able to play third base and catcher. That third base is like the secondary position is a real deal breaker right there. Because we could just make him into a third baseman. I think there's like we have to go. We have to go. Catcher here. Hitoki has really good speed, but after that, what does he have? It's going to take him 3 years to probably get to the major leagues. Maybe even more than that. 3 to like 5 years to get to the major leagues. And his contact is really low. So his contact might only be like a 60 something when he finally gets to the majors. So I think the only choice we really have is the catcher. I mean, Rodney Chance here has good break, good velocity, or decent velocity. Actually, his velocity is very poor. He doesn't have good control, but his stamina is really high, and that's from Australia. That's something I don't think. Tom Ramirez was someone that we were looking at from California. This is like a huge deal. This is our #1 pick. This potentially can change our franchise around. We have to go Jeff Dell. We're going Jeff Dell. We're taking the catcher with the #5 pick. Alright, with that being said, Kiki Ramirez is still on the board, our first baseman. I said we could probably take him in the 3rd round. Edgar Hernandez doesn't really... He's going to have like a high C potential. Throws left. From New York. But I just feel like Kiki Ramirez is the option here for a long-term solution later. We're going to go with Kiki Ramirez. We need a first baseman. We don't have a lot of high potential first basemen, so we're going to go ahead and do that. And with that, we need a closing pitcher. We have between Darren Mota and Jimmy Cisneros from Illinois, from Pennsylvania. Frank Montoya could also be in the mix here. I'm liking Mota, but this is a blind pick. We'll see what happens here. Jesse Flores, left-hander out of California. Four-seam split, slider cutter. His velocity is a 99 miles an hour fastball. Woo! He probably has a quirk, too. We're going to go ahead and do Jesse Flores. His velocity is ridiculous, my goodness. Weber. He has good speed. Freddie Mendez. Panama. Stealings. It's hard when you get into these late rounds, you don't have really much scouted. I'm going to go ahead and take a relief pitcher. Drake, four-seamer, slider cut, change cut, curve, slider, curve. Washington. I feel like Drake is the one and we should go with, so we're going to go with Drake for a relief pitcher here in round 4. I'm going to go ahead and take a starting pitcher here as well. Circle change. John Harrington. I'm going to go ahead and take him. I like his 5-pitch repertoire here. Marco Rodriguez is still there. From Panama. We're going to go ahead and take him. And that ends our first year draft. I feel pretty good about it. I feel really good about it. Not the last 3 picks though, but the first 4 are decent. The first 3 are really good. So we got Jeff Dell here at catcher. He is a 71 overall. I'm going to go ahead and write this down, because I do want to write down and keep track of my draft picks that we do sign in all of our seasons here. So this is season 1, of course. I'm confident in Jeff Dell that he was the right pick. 71 overall with 91 potential. His power is already there for left hand and right hand. His arm is a 79. His fielding is a 64, but his reaction's really good for him to play first base. And the arm's good there too to play. Did I say first base? I meant third base. So Jeff Dell out of Illinois will be the guy behind the plate or at third base. Kiki Ramirez, our first baseman, he is a very low overall. Oh, that kind of hurts, but you know, I like the potential with our second round pick. $90 potential, 41 overall. That kind of hurts, but he was a long-term project player. Darren Moda comes in at a 75 overall, 87 potential. We found an arm for our bullpen, to say the least. Yeah, wow. Darren Moda. I loved his pitch repertoire. And honestly, I love the beard. Who doesn't like a good beard? But 4-seam slider, split, 2-seam. That's good. Downward action and can work that 2-seam and slider inside and outside of the plate. So I love the pitch movement he has here. His break's only a 53, but the velocity's good. And the hits per 9 and strikeouts, the Ks per 9 is really good. Wow. Unfortunately, it's only a B potential, but I'll take it coming out of a third round. 65 overall starting pitcher for Jesse Flores. He has the potential to make maybe spot starts in a couple years here for us. I really liked his pitch repertoire. He has the same thing, split, slider, cut. California born. 70 potential. Not bad for 4th round. 5th round, Jack Drake looks to be not that great. He has D potential. If he can get up to maybe like his ceiling is probably going to be like 62, 63 overall. Like for his whole career. And that maybe can get him maybe some spot starts out of the bullpen, but I highly doubt it. His overall is just too low, and I doubt that maybe he even makes it to the Double-A team with a 57 overall. He might just make it. John Harrington, 64 overall. A little bit better potential than the other 3. Starting pitcher. Um, 64 overall, 66 potential. Not bad. He could probably get up to 68, 69. Maybe possibly 70 for max ceiling. But I like the 5 pitches he gave. And Marco Rodriguez is a 65. .65 with a 60 potential. So he can probably get up to the 70s if he does good. So that is our draft class. The one to be most excited for is, of course, Jeff Dell. Catcher from Illinois. I can't wait. He's got tremendous power. He's going to be a home run hitter for us. Average is probably going to be in the 240s. but the home run should be at least 20 to 30 home runs a year. High 20s. I'm excited. We're going to go ahead and start simming more. We're at 26 and 31 right now. We're 4th in the division. 13 games back. Dodgers and Padres are fighting it out with the Giants looming. But us and Colorado are sitting here at the back end of the division. We're 11th in defense, 7th in speed. And we're probably going to sim here until the All-Star break. We're really going to get more in depth. More of next season, I want to say. I want to see progress next season. Take a bit more of a leap here. As we just kind of sim through the games here. We are swept once again by the Dodgers. We cannot beat the Dodgers at all. We swept Milwaukee, though. We have a 35-41. San Francisco. Arizona, as we go ahead and get into the All-Star break. Just want to look at the stats and league leaders here. Juan Soto, the highest batting average. Mookie Betts with the best hits at bats. Doubles goes to Acuna. Triples, Hampson. Home runs, Corey Seager leads. 26. Where are we in home runs? Who has the highest home runs for us here? David Peralta with 14 and Escobar. So we had to go pretty down on the list to get there. RBI is really good for Corey Seager. Runs, Mookie. Stolen bases. Tim is in second with 28. He's only one behind Pham. Base on balls, Rizzo. On base percentage. Slugging percentage goes to Seager. OPS goes to Soto. Wins goes to Trevor Bauer. We're probably going to be super low on this list. Our best winning pitcher is a relief pitcher with 6. So Soria is in with 26 saves, and he has only one blown save since the last time we looked, about a month ago. He had 6. So he's proven that he can hang in there, but he's fucking improved a lot more. ERA, home runs allowed. Let's go to our player statistics here. Pitchers. So let's see what we got here. Sort. Kelly has a 283. He's our best starting pitcher this season. He's on a bit of a cold streak. And then it's Zach Gallen with a 301. Let's see some quality starts here. Kelly has 12. Gallen has 11. Weaver has 6, and he has a 3.19. Our ERA is not that high. I actually want to look at our lower leagues here. Levy Kelly has a 2.45. I think it's time to call him up. 309 by Peacock. 428. Goddard has a 384. So we're going to call up Kelly. We're going to have to add him to the 40-man roster. And he'll get his first debut. We're going to send someone down. Let's send down Caleb Smith. 5.38 ERA. He's on a cold streak anyways. Okay. Blake Walson's a 4.50 ERA. I don't know if he'll come up this season. How is Augustine doing? A 4.15 ERA? He was one of the bright spots in spring training, but it seems like he's struggling in Double-A, so... Matt Tabor, 61. We're not going to bring him up. He needs more work. Soria's doing good. Catchers. Well, with our Jeff Dell coming in next season, Carson Kelly has a 228 average and only 14 RBIs. He can play as third baseman as well. His arm's better than Dell's, but the reaction time on Dell is way better. And I think fielding on Dell's better too. Oh, no. Dell had a 64 fielding. Dell is just good on reactions, and his power is good. Kelly's power against left-handies is actually decent. It's a 70, but he only has 2 home runs. Vogue has more at-bats than him with 213. 235, 23 RBIs. Oops. First baseman, Cabrera's 276. Smith is a 246 with 22 RBIs. I think it's time to call up Christian Walker back up. Second base. What is going on? Everyone's cold here. Tim will snap out of it, I'm sure. .202 for Nick. We get Geraldo more at-bats. I'm going to adjust the lineup. Seth has 79, 291 average. He was a 71 overall. He went up. Marte is a 270 average. Cole's doing terrible in AAA, but he is up on fire right now. Barry has 270. So we're going to go ahead and go to lineups. We're going to get the shortstop in here. Who's number 6 here? First baseman. Insert Christian Walker back into the lineup. Christian Walker. Hello. Hello. We want Carson Kelly back into. Shortstop. And go ahead and put. What's he good against? I guess it really doesn't matter. We'll just put him against right-handing. No DH. We'll have Nick face off against left-handers. Even though it should be the opposite, actually. He's better against right-handers. Who's our... I guess it won't matter because we're using designated hitter here. Shortstop. Nick. Okay. Let's go ahead and sim up here. I forgot to adjust the pitching rotation. We wanted Kelly, right? In the rotation. Take out Riley Smith. Kelly wins his first start. 6 strikeouts. That was really good. And just like that, since the All-Star break, we are 6-3 right now. So 6-4, 6-5. Of course, as I say that, we start losing again. 6-6, 6-7. 6-8. Now we're just on a losing streak. We couldn't win against the Dodgers at all. Even up against the Giants. Padres, we actually take the series. Split it against the Giants. Face the Padres again, but we actually tied the series with the Padres. And we sweep the Phillies as we face Colorado. We lose against the series against Colorado. Can we get Pittsburgh? We won the series with Pittsburgh. We're at the Phillies. Can we get the series? Yes, we did. We are only 4 games from being 500. Five games from being 500. As we go to Seattle, or we're at home versus Seattle. As we lose a series against Seattle. And we lose against Texas. At Seattle now. We actually win one against the Dodgers. And to finish the season, we are 76-86 to finish the season. We actually did a little bit better than I thought. I thought we'd be like a 50-win team. Maybe low 60s. But Zach with the 2.78 ERA. Kelly with the 3.02 ERA. Zach went up to an 89 overall. Kelly was an all-star. Levy Kelly ended up with a 4.29 ERA. Jackson Goddard was like a 63, wasn't he? And he went up to a 66. John's a 64. He was a 61. Blake is now a 70. Tabor remains a... No, Tabor was a 61. He goes to a 63. Soria drops down to a 78. Kelly goes to an 80. Cabrera is a 74. He drops down. Tim drops down to a 79 and is on IL. Josh goes to a 75. Escobar drops down. Nick, I believe, goes up one to an 80. Geraldo ended up with a 218 average, 4 steals. He didn't really produce a lot when we put him in the lineup. David had a 290, 17 home runs. I wish the home runs could be a little bit higher, but his power is really not there. He's more of an RBI man. Actually, I'm surprised he got 17 home runs. He went down to a 74. It's really bad. Seth went to a 269. Marte is an 85. He actually went down one? No, he went up one. He was an 84. He had 23 home runs, 81 RBI, 17 steals. And Barry did really good. 470 at-bats, 274 on the average. 3 home runs, but he had 41 RBIs and 30 steals. He had 60 runs. Is that more? No. It's probably around like 4th on the team in runs. So we're going to go ahead and sim the postseason and go straight into the offseason. We're going to go ahead and retire. But that will be it right now. We're going to go ahead and end it right here on the off season, and then we'll make another video of the off season and the following season. So I hope you guys are liking this first entry, this first episode of the Arizona Diamondbacks rebuild. We went 76 and 86 in our first season, which isn't too bad. I don't think we were not that far away from becoming playoff contention, but we also have to recognize who's in our division, which is the Padres and Dodgers. So I'm still thinking we're still 2 seasons out from really contending. But Jeff Dell in as our number 1 pick as catcher. 71 overall with a 91 potential. The future of this team with a good closing pitcher in Darren Mota. That's a 75 overall that will probably be in the major leagues in no time next season. And then, of course, we have Kiki Ramirez, something of a long-term project that we got in the draft. 41 overall, 90 potential at first base. Something of a long-term. But I'm excited for the future, and I'm excited for the more in-depth play, more in-depth minor league play as well with all the rookies we have that we drafted. So I can't wait. So stay tuned, guys. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll be back next time.